as I love to be part of nature and like sitting in the middle of nature and watching nature all around, and I see dance is happening there, in the trees, in the insects, in the animals, in the wind. I believe that movement, when it is organic, it is beautiful, and every being dances in nature because nature is wild and nature knows what to do. Nature doesn't have to think how to be a flower or how to be a tree. They just are. So I find a lot of wisdom here. And I think that when we are able to find this nature in us, we know what to do and we know how to move. And there is not a unique way to move or a good or a wrong way to move. So we can move and feel free and feel happy for just being. So for me, this is dance. Yes, I want to learn a lot with nature.
Here we are all in this place called Ko-Panqui, a place for artistic residencies. So there are 3 houses. We are all neighbors, and we are having this really community life. Not only sharing the training and the food, but yeah, being like a family, like a nice family, and having fun a lot. Momentum fall, and because I bounce, my weight is going up again.
Stage 3 is where we find the adulthood in the method, where people are more clear about the place of the method in their practices, and where they take even more responsibilities, where the group makes the schedule happen, the training happen, the research, the practices happen, everything.
What is very precious for me is to experience the love from the group and how it influenced my learning process. I feel so supported by each one, and sometimes in daily life I miss this feeling of collective and community.
If I don't have the hammock there, it goes like this. But if I do have the hammock that still gives me the support here, whoa, I can have. Whoa.
It has been really beautiful, really special for me. I found a lot of support from the team, and here to be here is so beautiful, all the nature and the mountains around, and I've been able to train with her next to me and to teach and even to perform. So I'm really happy, and I feel lucky to be here with her.
Recibo el peso del agua y entra en mí desde la cabeza hasta los pies, la punta de los pies.
We have to find our own alignment, our own axis. It's so beautiful to find you there in the middle of a lot of things and ideas and thoughts happening and feelings and emotions, but to stay very centered, I think it's so difficult in actual life for everyone. So many things happening around us. So for me, it's very, very, very important and interesting to work with this alignment, this knowing of oneself, and also knowing how to relate to others, to the environment, which part of the nature, which part of the world are we. And I find there's a lot of responsibility there and also commitment, and it requires, yes, a strong presence from the inside to the outside. So I think this is a very challenging thing I find in this stage.
It's about training, but also observation for many things. Because many things is there alive, no? The tree or the many animals is there. They are already in the center coming out. I don't know why human being has been and baby has been the center, but we lose in between.
But when the concept is in the body, I love this because I feel that the three tandems, no, like the tandem here and the chest and the mind, yeah, and the throat, no, when all the tandems are multiple tandems are aligned, I feel like yes, now I understand in the mind, but in the soul, in the body, all is one.
For me, the momentum is the moment when the energy is created without my muscle power, coming from a suspension, from a fall, from a release, and that I can redirect with my intention.
I find incredible to be here, like very immersed in the nature, because also each day is different. So we have had rains and storms and very strong winds, and also very sunny days with a lot of heat, and sometimes it feels dry and sometimes it feels very damp, wet, humid, and the mist is coming and very early and the sunset is very late. So for me it's an amazing experience for the body because everything is new. I feel that the river is singing to me and it's attracting me to go there, and I find it very sensual and erotic, and it gave me so much input to find another body image and body movement while I was there. So I really feel I was transforming into a something. I still don't know what, but I know it was not me.
This forest, the araucarias, these beautiful 1,000, 2,000-year-old trees, they also impressed me and touched me a lot. And I'm very, very happy to have experienced this with such beautiful people around me also to share it with. When I really spend time to understand how a tree is moving, how a tree is existing, then I can understand more the world. When I got in touch with the different creatures and different plants and different spirits in a way.
The shadow side, sometimes I feel like it's opening caves in the body. So the cave is something from the earth, really grounded. So if I think about the cave, it makes more sense even that to push the floor and becoming caves.
And then this cave has a consistency.
Here, stage 3, I feel that it's going deeper into the technique. We are also teaching and also performing at the end of this stage. But I think it goes super profound in details, which is something that I really like, because the idea is to become teachers of this method. So it's super good to polish the technique, and we can be with Minako giving constant and personal feedback. And I really like this.
You have a canvas of this state, and then it's burning. Maybe sun is burning and the color is burning, like yesterday, and then becoming stronger and stronger.
And I'm super excited to teach. The practice is also the teaching. It's not just the practice before you start teaching. And I'm learning so much from the people, dancers or not dancers, artists or not artists who are coming to the workshop. And that exchange is a very, very valuable retroalimentation also, as an artist, as a person, as a teacher.
Puede haber un dúo, puede haber un trío, puede haber 4. Tomen su espacio, dense aire y no entren en una temporalidad muy ameba. Busquemos componer como estuvimos haciendo ayer. Busquemos pausas.
Now I feel I have more techniques, more tools, that my classes got better.
I feel I know how to touch these kind of parts, or use imagination to reach these movements, or also these body sensations, these body feelings. Like, I have been teaching before, but now I have more tools. So I think I am ready for teaching.
The observation is the general things for everyone, for me too. More to learn from yourself, observe everything that it's giving.
I feel that it's super important to have the eyes open in the body, because that will influence how I react. No? So if I'm pushing the ground, but I need to react like with the tandem all the time, because the points are all inside, that's also coming, the impulse is coming from there, it's the way of reaction. Or, as you say, like, open the armpits, eyes are everywhere. In this stage, I actually started to come closer to my research with the voice, with the movement, even though we already started to work on our researches in stage 2. In stage 3, it became much more of a reality, much more closer to me, and that I can also project it out much more. But if you keep reaching and keeping your weight to the other side, hovering in suspension, you create the momentum and the body starts to fly around the pole. So for me, that's why I think that there's this a small moment, exact moment, when you reach the maximum of the hovering or the suspension, and then release to the falling. So yes, it's the falling, yes, it's the release, but it's like something else in between.
Activo la sensibilidad de las yemas de mis dedos. Entonces, las líneas de gravedad.
To me, like the core of the technique is like the work with gravity, and the alignment that is kind of like at the fundamentals of the technique, and is the base of everything, but it's really challenging and really connecting with earth. This concept of hanging from the earth and working with gravity, alignment, and how to use gravity and weight, and to connect at the same time with the center of the earth. And then we are hanging towards the sky and this line that is always with us. Also, the work with the water bags that we share with the mamas, that was a really touching experience. The way like these women were talking, they were really connected with the land. It was beautiful to see their bodies movement, how they really opened up.
Always the forces of the connection is between the gravity line that goes from the universe towards the earth. And then when you are tuning in this, and then you will have a lot of idea, a lot of inspiration, and a lot of intuition.
And the momentum. These questions that we keep ourselves on questioning on the specificity of that. And I find that is brilliant for me as a dancer, because I don't get laid back onto, I know this is what it is. I need to experience it every single time. And then it makes me happy to know that it's a technique that doesn't die, that doesn't stay set in stone in like, okay, so it's this, when you finish the book, that's it. It's larger than that, because we're gonna keep on talking these, it's gonna keep on reacting to our bodies and to the times that we live in, because it has the space for that.
Yes, now I get it.
Thank you for Claudio giving us this big present to be here without any other group. I'm very happy being with you, all these stage 3 people, and then they become teachers going out, and then they are spreading their knowledge. What I gave is not our name. This is the essence of how to create through imagination and then observation of the nature. Yeah, thank you so much.
Mist movement, and tree movement, and wind, and clouds, and stars, and rain, and flowers, and bee.